Rosemary is feeling a little nervous because she is a week past her due date. She is reassured by Dr. Faith that everything is okay and that her baby will arrive when it is good and ready. Indeed, Rosemary gives birth shortly after. For months, she and her husband Lee have been daydreaming about this day. They still experience fear when it ultimately occurs, though. While Lee is just helpless, Rosemary is a mix of excitement and terror. The pair is fortunate to have all of their friends behind them while they travel. While Rosemary goes through a painful labor, Faith and Elizabeth sit by her side, while Lucas tries to reassure Lee. Most of the time, everything happens without a hitch. Yes, Rosemary's blood pressure does rise for a frightful minute. When Calls the Heart isn't about to have one of its main characters die during childbirth. But this isn't Downton Abbey. Lee stands by Rosemary's side as she gives birth to a healthy baby girl, while the Hope Valley residents gather outside with candles. Elizabeth is requested to be the baby's godmother by the ecstatic parents. Little kids are frequently more aware of their surroundings than adults give them credit for. Consider young Jack from this episode. He has a query after hearing all the talk regarding Aunt Rosemary and Uncle Lee becoming mothers and fathers. He asks Elizabeth, "If Uncle is going to be a daddy, when can I see my daddy?" He is gently reminded by Elizabeth that his father is in heaven. Jack doesn't entirely understand the idea of the afterlife because he never met his father. He is aware, though, that other kids have something he doesn't. He later receives his father's Mountie hat from Elizabeth, and he refuses to take it off, not even to go to sleep. Thankfully, young Jack has a father figure in his life. While Elizabeth assists Rosemary, his buddy Lucas, who would eventually become his stepdad, is there to watch over him. Elizabeth is currently debating when and how much about her father to share with her son. Nathan, who has been looking after his niece Allie since her mother passed away, offers her some advice. They'll let you know when they are prepared, he promises. All of this builds to a significant moment for Elizabeth and Lucas at the episode's conclusion. She acknowledges that she has shied away from discussing her first husband with him. However, she has gained knowledge. She still loves Jack as much as she does Lucas. Love can't be measured, contained, or used up, she asserts. You can love more the more you love. And once you fall in love, you'll stay in love with someone forever. Faith helps a stranger with a broken hand before she is taken away to attend Rosemary's birth. She is concentrating on assisting the young man, but Nathan is alarmed. It turns out that he has a valid cause to be worried. Henry the man is seen by him being caught jumping out the hospital window. In addition to thieving from the mercantile, he also confronted Faith when she was on her rounds. Henry eventually finds himself in the Hope Valley prison, but it soon becomes clear that he is not a seasoned criminal. They are broke, and his family's harvest was a failure. He is stealing not out of malice, but out of need. After hearing his tale, Faith becomes sympathetic. Nathan is not certain, but after giving it some thought, he begins to change his position. His affection for Faith undoubtedly lends him a distinct perspective. He offers Henry his release if he agrees to reimburse the Yost for the things they claim he took while employed by them. "Around here, we believe in second chances," explains Nathan. Henry Gowan isn't thrilled about not going to jail, so Bill and Joseph come up with a plan they hope would make him feel better about his actions. They inform him that the judge has changed his mind and has now sentenced him to community service in lieu of a jail term for criminal mischief. Henry is able to see through them. He says, "You're terrible liars," but he adds that he'll still perform the community service. Joseph and Bill view that as a victory. Madeline is still present as well. She is interested in purchasing some town-owned land, but it is unclear what her plans are. "It's not for sale," Bill informs her. She declares, "Everything is for sale." "Not in Hope Valley," responds Bill. Madeline, however, is not the kind of person to give up quickly. She may not have the money to purchase the town's land. What about Bill's property, though? We anticipate that once she learns about that, she will forward a proposal. Bill might pounce. Regarding Madeline, he harbors some doubts. He claims that something just doesn't add up about her. But the enigmatic stranger also intrigues him. We're interested to learn Madeline's true intentions. Does she want to construct a hotel, perhaps? And whether her romance with Bill turns into something more serious.